Welcome students, good afternoon. How are you everyone? Okay, that's good. I am actually teacher Beth, and with me are teacher Marge and teacher Eden. Come with me. Today we will be teaching you about a new topic in English. Okay, thank you. For now, we will start our discussion with prayer. As of this moment, I will check our attendance. Are there any activities for today? None. That's good. Next, I will talk about our classroom rules. It's like in-house, but in this classroom. So first, I will call someone to state the first rule. So the captain is push pen and read. Follow the directions. Okay, thank you. So look at this. Okay, sorry. We have like direction. Sir Martin, please read our rule.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. How about you?
Raise your hand if you have something to say.
Okay.
There is a classroom and property.
And that's yes. So if you want to follow these rules, you just have to follow number one, okay? Okay. Next is I will now group yourselves into two. Count yourself into two, starting from this one.
One.
Okay, now group yourself into one, group one and two. Group one will be here, and group two will be here. So what is the color for group one? Blue. Blue. How about group two? Red. Okay, you need to know color by this good. Okay. Okay, today I will talk about your scoreboard. So this is a contest, okay? I give a prize, okay? So for red team, ang prize kung makakuha 1 points, naamoy chocolate potion or Elsa. Ay, hindi naman tanggap. Okay, so dali, kapatid na pamarin nyo. Then we go to motivate ako sa okay. Kasi medyo makuha point, pero medyo ko din. Ay, may maka. Okay, next. Behavioral chart. So, mabuto na rin mga nandilay. Siguro. Sige. Kung binutan mo lahat yung may pinakage ng price, natawag ka ni Kai. Business potion. Binutan nyo mo na yung business potion. Pag-meeting, ako yung business. Sunod kayo yung mga okay. So as this moment, you will have a game. Okay. The title of this game is, can you read please, everyone? Game. Okay. This game is this is the direction of the game. Please read everyone. Find and close first one digit color of your group and assemble them. Okay. Okay, now each team must now find the envelope corresponding to their color. Okay? And then assemble them. What is the envelope? Assemble them, okay? With this paper. Place it on here, okay? Okay. Let's start the game in 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're done. Just stay put. Okay, now what have you formed? Group 2. And call as okay, the last story. How about group one? Last perfect story. Okay. Now that you know the story, the title of the story, we will now talk about the objectives. The objectives is here. First, please read the objectives, everyone. The learner demonstrates understanding of concepts of past and past perfect tenses for effective communication. The learner demonstrates understanding of the short story, past perfect story, and simple past story. When you learn English for appreciation of the literacy related activities at the past. The learner constructs grammatically correct simple sentences using past and past perfect tenses. The learner presents foreign ideas independently and shows interest enthusiastically in diverse literacy-related activities or tasks. Okay, thank you everyone for reading the objectives. Next. Now you will have to read the story silently. Okay? And after that, you have to read the story together in front of the class. And then you will answer the questions I will give. Okay? Okay, the time starts now. Understand the story, okay? Repeat questions. So tell me if you're done. You're done. You're done? Okay. Can we proceed now to reading in front of the class? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Who was the first one to finish the activity earlier? Group 1. Group 1. So Group 2 will present the story, the reading of the story first. Group 2, sorry. Oh.
Good afternoon, classmates. We are the group 2 and we will read the simple past story. 1, 2, 3, go. One autumn evening, Rose and Rosie went to the theater. They attended the play. The play started at 7. Rose and Rosie enjoyed the theater. After the play, Rose and Rosie walked together in the park. They walked beside the lake. The moon was bright. They talked about their future. When Rose and Rosie went home, their children are not asleep. They waited for their mothers to return. They were excited to hear about the theater. Rose told the children about the play. Then Rosie put her children to bed. Rose and Rosie were very tired. It was a good night.
Okay, thank you, Group 2. Can you please get the hands for us? Okay, it's now turn for Group 1 to read the story entitled Past Perfect Story. Okay, proceed now.
Last perfect story.
Last night, Troy and Jacob danced in competitions. They danced a salsa dance. They had practiced for 6 months before they danced in a competition. They were very good. Troy and Jacob's friends were in the audience. Before that night, they had never seen Troy and Jacob dance. In fact, Troy and Jacob had never danced in front of anyone before the competition. After everyone had danced, the judges announced the winners. Troy and Jacob won. They were the best dancers in the competition. Jacob said he had never practiced so much before. He was glad that they practiced tonight.
Okay, and thank you, Group 1. And for them. Now, we proceed to the question and answer portion. For simple past story, can you please answer this? Number 1, what did Rose and Rosie attend and what time did it start? Come on, no? Okay.
It started at 7.
Okay, thank you, Angelica. How about number 2? What did Rose and Rosie do after they left the theater? What did they talk about? Can you please answer?
They talk about their future.
Future and okay, thank you. What number 3? Who waited for Rose and Rosie to return home? What did Rosie do?
With their children and what did Lucy do?
You can read the story. She put the children to the bed. Okay, she put the children to the bed. Okay, thank you, group 2. Now for group 1, for past perfect story. Group 1, can answer. How long has Roy and Jacob practiced for the competition? Okay, sir.
They practice for 6 months.
We practice for 6 months. What did they practice?
The salsa dance.
Okay. Number 2, before that night, you would never see Roy and Jacob dance.
Your friend.
Their friends, okay, that's correct. Number 3, last question. What happened after everyone had danced?
They go to the competition.
They won the competition. Okay, that's correct. Now, can you please pick 5 verbs from the story? Any 5 verbs and just, okay?
Any bird.
Yes.
Dance. Not practice. Walk. Not never practice. Was glad. Was glad. Hey, was glad.
That's right.
Very good.
Okay, very good. That's they're all correct. Yeah, now you have additional notification. So the color.
Blue.
We have on group 2.
When attended walk,
Class.
with
Okay, that's all correct. They're all correct. You also have something social. We're here for the sake of learning, okay? Okay. Hindi ko na ng competition for learning education, right? Now, teacher needed to talk about more about the topic for today. Simple past and past perfect tense. Can have these.
Thank you, Teacher Beth. I am Teacher Eden, and today we will be discussing the simple past and past perfect tense along with its corresponding uses in constructing a sentence. Now, English has been said to have 12 tenses. However, we will only focus on the 2 tenses, which are the simple past and the past perfect tense. Okay, now based on our previous discussion, which was discussed by Teacher Bethany, what have you noticed in her discussion? I mean, she discussed about the past and the past perfect. Now, what can you say about this discussion that was delivered by Teacher Bethany? Yes, Miss Angelica.
We repeated our previous activity. I think this correlated with what we are going to discuss today.
Okay, very good. That is correct. Now let us have a discussion of what these tenses are and how will it be used in constructing correct grammatical sentences. Okay, simple past tense. Simple past tense indicates an action or condition that already happened or existed at some definite time in the past. It means you're already aware of what is simple past tense. It means the action were already done in the past. Okay? Now, the definition of the simple past tense is like this. The simple past tense is a verb tense. It's a verb tense form that indicates that an action is complete. Okay? It denotes actions or states of being in the past. Now, its form will be, to form the simple past tense, you have to use the past tense of the verb. In the case of many verbs, you have to just add an ed. You just have to add an ed to the root form of the verb. Like, for example, the word dance. Dance. Okay, you just have to add ed. An example of this, the past tense of the verb enjoy is enjoy the forest. You added ed. Like, she enjoyed the trip last summer. It means that the action The action was already done during last summer. However, we have to also remember that there are regular verbs for which the past tense form does not follow the rule mentioned above. We have these two kinds of verbs, the irregular and the regular. What do we mean when we say regular? Regular, how can you differentiate the word regular from regular verbs? Yes? Can you please cite your name first before answering?
As I know, talk about regular words, these are the words that have the root word and we are going to use it in the past tense, just as an ed on it. Then there are also words that will be changed its spelling or form when we are going to convert it to the past tense or in a tense of that.
Yes, very good. It's correct. Irregular verbs and regular verbs. The regular verbs you just have to add ed. Like for example, enjoy. Another one, dance. Carry, you just have to add ed, and the carry, you just have to replace I sa carry. Diba? And then in regular verbs, the words will be changed.
For example, hey,
Okay?
oh,
Yes. And another example is drive. Road. Right, so that is irregular verbs. Actually, there are many examples of irregular verbs, including the read and read, diba? Paano siya? Same lang siya, pero the pronunciation will be different. The present form is read, and then if that kind of action is already done, then the word read will be read as read. Okay. So this is the example. The past tense form of the verb is bring. So the past tense will be, what is that? Is that irregular verbs or regular?
regular.
Okay. So they wrote notebooks last week. Some verbs do not change at all in the past tense form. So this is what I said earlier. Read. I read a novel Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte yesterday. So it is already past tense. However, at first glance, you can say that this is already a past tense because of the word. However, please notice the word yesterday. When you say yesterday, it's already done. So it is considered as the past tense. Okay, this is a simple illustration of the simple past tense. Walk. You just have to eat, walk, and then eat, ate. So this is the regular and irregular verb. Okay, another. I want you to participate with this root form of the verb. Just have to answer the correct past tense of the verb. Okay, for number one, what do you think is the past tense of the verb?
What?
Okay, bought and this is sleep.
Yes.
Sleep. Cry.
No.
Put.
Good.
Okay. Hit.
Carry.
Swim.
Swamp.
Swamp. Speak.
Oh.
Okay, school. And then bury. Buried. Smile. And then dig. Wow. And then the last one, sing. Okay, that are the list of commonly used verbs and their past tense form. Now let us have the uses of simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to indicate completed action. The action is complete at the time before now, which can be the distant past or the recent past. Examples: I had breakfast at around 7:30 in the morning. So the word had. The lion escaped from its enclosure yesterday. So you have to know, or you have to remember that the simple past tense is often used with a time expression. So this time expression can be expressed
at that of frequency like a definite point of time or an indefinite point of time. Time expressions can be that of frequency. Okay. Next. Now, we are already done with the simple past. Now we'll go through the past perfect tense. Before proceeding our discussion, can you identify or can you cite the differences of the simple past and the past perfect tense? Or do you have any idea? Any? Okay, Mr. Almar.
Uh, what can I do? Right. When you talk about simple past tense, it is the verb. It's an original form or just like regular verb 56. Then, so it can stand or it can split its verb tense just if we add the idiom. Then, by using the past perfect tense, you have to add a linking word to it just to identify where was that being done.
Yes, of course, thank you. Okay, past perfect tense. The definition is used to indicate an action that happened already before another past action. Actually, these two tenses are already a past, but they differ in their form, in their uses. We can use the past perfect tense to signify an action that was completed before another took place in the past. So, mas mauna ang past perfect tense before the simple past tense. The form of the past perfect tense is had plus past participle of the verb. When two actions happen in the past, the action that happened first is expressed in the past perfect tense. Like for example, this one. I just now posted the letter that I had written in the morning. What have you noticed in that example?
The objective purpose as well as verb na past na written.
Yes, actually, the past tenses used is not just one now posted, and then I had written. So, the writing of the letter happened first. Kaya I just now posted the letter that I had written in the morning. So, it means the writing of the letter was happened first before siya nag-post. Bago na siyang sulat. Another example is when we reached the school, the bell had already rung. So the ringing of the bell happened first. So that is an example of past perfect tense. This is also a simple representation of the past and perfect tense. Ang past perfect tense is it happened earlier. Mas nauna pa siya sa past. Kaya di ba ang past, when you say past, 9:15 a.m. It took place at 9:15 a.m. and then a past perfect 9 a.m. So ahead siya. It was happened earlier than the simple past tense. So the past perfect tense is used to report actions that happened in the past, or it is used in an indirect or reported speech. Now, have you encountered this indirect or reported speech? An example of indirect or report, actually, same na sila ang indirect of reported speech. It means, dili siya direct pag may na, Jel said she is coming. So, it is in an indirect speech. Kaya siya na nag-ingon na, Jel is coming. Well, pag ka nga, I am coming, said, and I am coming, so wala ang direct. Kaya sa iya mismo nagbigay ng I am coming. Okay, do you get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, for example, my mother told me that she had baked some cookies for my friends. So this is the past perfect tense. Yes. Mary said that she had done her homework already. Okay, another illustration of the past perfect tense. The form of the past perfect tense is had plus past participle of the verb. Like for example, when we reached the school, the bell had already rung. So the ringing of the bell happened first. Now, when we differentiate these two sentences, always remember that simple past tense describes one event or state which occurred in the past. Unlike sa past perfect tense, when two events are stated or implied, the past perfect is used to describe the earlier event. Katong kagainan nga ang past perfect tense is 9. It happened at 9 a.m. while ang simple past 9:15 a.m. So una rin tabo ang past perfect tense sa simple past tense. Do you already understand the difference of the simple past and past perfect tense? Or okay, very good. Now let's have our class activity. I want you to prepare yourself where I will be calling a random names, and I want you to please cooperate because this is recorded. Okay? Everyone must cooperate actively. Do comprehend the sentence carefully to be flashed on the screen, and whoever I will call will be given 20 seconds to answer. Okay, for the instruction, you have to put the verbs in brackets into the past and or past perfect tense. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're not ready. Okay, so yeah, number one, the neighbors already black with fire when the fire brigade came. So this is a verb use. What you have to do is to put whether it is kung ano siya nabilong. Kung sa'yo gamit niya, tapos siya iduga nga kuan, ito sa past perfect or simple past lang din siya. The neighbors already got the fire when the fire brigade came. What? What? Word siya, pero pagamitin mo. Isa lang. Yes, Miss Lulu.
So the neighbors had already put out the fire when the fire
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Okay, the neighbors had already put out the fire when the fire brigade came. So this is an example of what? Is it okay, past perfect tense. Number two, I did not go for the party since I am not met plan and invitation. Who wants to answer? Yes, Mr. Almar.
I did not go for the party since I had not received an invitation.
Okay, let us see. Okay, that's correct. I did not go for the party since I had not received an invitation. Number three. The car ran around the corner before I could see who the driver was. Actually, these examples are all past perfect tense. Wala kang idea kung sa ay past perfect lang siya. So, what's the answer? Yes, Miss Angelica.
The car had disappeared around the corner before I could see the driver was.
Okay, very good. It is had disappeared. Next. Who wants to answer? Any other hand? Another hand? Name? Is your name? What is your name? Roseanne. Okay, Mr. Roseanne.
My friend said that she looks the best. I use the best.
Okay, very good. It is my friend said that she had lost the pen. So, sa Tagalog mo hit, so na siya had may past perfect man siya. Next. Mr. What is your name? Try lang. Kindly stand.
When I went home, I discovered that the cats had eaten on my lunch.
Let's see. Okay, very good. Now you notice the past tense of the word go is when, diba? And then, since it is a past perfect tense, past participle, had plus past participle. Diba, ang eaten na past participle is eaten. So, had eaten. Next means okay, let us see. What is your name, by the way? Huh? Enya. They had broken traffic because, di ba, past participle man, pag-in ka, bro? Oh, past participle sa break, broken man. as past participle broken, had broken. Pero, you can use this one if it is in a simple past tense. One lang siya, broke lang, o wala siya eaten. Okay, number 7. Mr. Almar.
When I met him last week, he suddenly realized that I have not seen him for many years.
Okay. Correct. When I met him last week, I suddenly realized that I had not seen him for many years. So the past tense of the word meet, single E, is single E. Okay, last two. Number 8. Miss Angelica.
The motorist died by the time the ambulance car arrived.
The motorist had died by the time the ambulance. Huh? Oo, had died. Muna siya, take ang English. Had died by the time the ambulance arrived. Number 9. Is this it all?
He said that he had just read the receipt.
Okay. He said that he had just read the news. Okay, very good. Last number 10. Mr.
The girl told us that she had lost her way.
Lost her way. Lost her way. The girl told us that she had lost her way. Okay, that is very good. You all understood what we have discussed. Now let me call teacher Marjorie for another discussion.
Good morning, class. I am teacher Marjorie. Excellent! You truly have understood the concept of the past tense and its application. Speaking of application, this time I will ask you to use what you have learned from the discussion and the supplementary input in crafting power to use in simple past tense and the past perfect tense. The class will be divided into 2 groups. The first group will be named Team Fabulous and the other group will be named Team Gorgeous. Here is the criteria for the activity. Creativity 40%, originality 30%, richness of content 30%, total 100%. I have here 2 task cards that contains the instruction of the output that you will make. You will be given 10 minutes to prepare. After the given time, you shall present your output to the class. Team Fabulous, your team is tasked to create a poem that uses the perfect past tenses. The poem shall be 2 stanzas with 4 lines each. You are given the freedom to construct whether with or without a rhyming scheme. All of you shall stand and read the poem aloud after the given line. Team Gorgeous, your team is tasked to make a dialogue between 2 lovers talking about their date. You shall use the simple past tense in constructing the lines. You shall divide your group between the girls and boys, of which they will present the lines after the given time. Time's up. You cannot present your output. You probably will be the one to present first.
Good afternoon, everyone. So here is our poem. You had gone with no goodbye. Never ever say why. I was lost for a while, remembering our first high. After you felt I was broken, had not moved on, crying often. But now I'm stronger. never again would fall over.
Oh, good afternoon, classmates. We are the Team Virtuous. The task that is given to us is to make a dialogue about the two lovers.
How was your day?
It was fine, but I missed you.
Really? I miss you too.
Have you eaten yet?
Not yet, you.
I ate a while ago.
You should really eat.
Okay, bye for now. Love you.
Love you.
But studying more, everyone, indeed, you have understood the proper application and concept of the simple past tense and the past perfect tense. At this time, I believe you have already digested the discussion. I think it's time to watch, listen, and observe the wordings and the construction of dialogues clip from the phenomenal hit series Grey's Anatomy, and I will ask questions later on.
I remember what you said. I remember what I said. I remember everything. It was a Thursday afternoon. We had made a pact. She would leave Thatcher, and I would leave Adele. Your mother had just received her first Harper Theater nomination. So excited. And I was jealous. Not like healthy competition. A hateful, hopeless jealousy. As if she was already too far ahead to catch up to. Her success illuminated everything I had yet to accomplish.
What have you observed in the diary presented, Ms. Angelica?
Um, the meat of the dialogue is about us. Okay, thank you.
How do we exactly use simple past tense and past perfect tense in our daily conversations? Ms. Cecily?
Just like in the video, we use simple past tense when we are trying to describe past events in the order in which they occurred. However, when we look back from a certain time in the past to know what had happened before, we use past perfect.
Exactly. So, is the usage of both distinctive tenses relevant to our daily communication with others? Mr. Amar?
Yes, ma'am, because using the correct tense of verb will give a signal to the other communicator, a signal to which event we are going to. And then the communication between the two parties will be easier.
Thank you, Mr. Amar. That's correct. Now, let us put your understanding into a test with a 10-item identification test that you shall answer within 5 minutes. You will identify whether the tense used in the sentence is either simple past or perfect past tense. Time's up. Let's now check your answers. Now for your assignment, make a 10-sentence narrative essay about your experiences you had these past few months. Make sure to put past and past perfect tenses. Any questions, clarification? If none, then God bless you all. Class dismissed.